Hello, friends, family. Actually, you're not my friends, you're my family. Um, and welcome to my live video. This is so important. And knowing who I am, I do not placate. I do not do any of that. I speak 100% truth. And I say it how it is. It's not about poor you, poor me. It's not about that. And it's not about you looking for that. So, with my coaching business and my Reiki business and all my analyzation, I have noticed that every single person who is having issues, whether it's depression, relationship, sickness, health issues, it's all how you think. It all comes from your mind. And I know you've seen a million times change your thoughts, change your life, but you don't do it. And you need to stop right now. Because seriously, we're going through an ascension. And I want to explain to you what this means. The world you currently live in is an illusion. And collective consciousness has created a lot of things. And so collectively, there is a huge veil that covers this planet. And I write about it in my poetry all the time. So when I talk about, thanks, Matthew. When I talk about seeing waterfalls and birds singing and everybody happy, that's under the veil. But you all have to join in. You have to stop all your old programming. And the number one biggest program issue is religion. I don't know if you know this, but religion was created to keep you separate and in fear. Now, if you do religious services because you want to be uplifted and you want to be in a group of other energy that's uplifted, that's great. But you need to release all the fear programming that was given to you during your religious services. It is not true that God punishes you. It is not true that God judges you. And I have nicely brought up a lot of these universal laws, which I'm going to tie them in today. There's 16 through 20, which I'm going to also bring up. But you have so many fears, and fear is truly false evidence appearing real. You can change your life in 1 second, but you have to do it in baby steps because you've been thinking this way forever and ever. And what you don't understand is we are energy, and the energy that's on the planet is love energy or fear. Most of you live in fear. You say and think negative things, you attract negative energy, which creates depression, which creates illness. It goes all down the line. So even though our food, sorry to say, is poisoned, pharmaceuticals are poison, everything on this planet is poison, but it doesn't always harm you because you're powerful enough to stop it by your thoughts. Your thoughts are so powerful. And God is a powerful energy. And last video I told you that we also were God. And you know what? A lot of people don't like to hear that. And unfortunately, I'm sorry for you. Because I want to tell you how powerful you are. God has created the planet, the earth, and everything else. But everything else that goes on in your life was created by you. So you can pray to God and beg God and get mad at God and hate God, and you're doing absolutely nothing except hurting yourself. Now, I went to Oregon, and I connect with God energy all the time. My book, God's messages of truth comes to me through God energy. That's how it comes to me. Does that make sense? And these poems, some of them I've written 4 years ago, and they work now. In fact, I already have one for you at the end of this video. The poem I'm going to read you, and I want you to understand also, you all love my poetry and it makes you feel so good, but I don't sit down and write this. It is channeled through me. So everything that I write feels good because it comes from God's powerful energy. You create your own strife. It's just amazing. All I do is close my eyes, ask for the poem that you all need to hear, and it comes up. It comes up for my clients. It comes up for anybody who wants it. And if you bought this book, you can do it for yourself. Anyway, I will read that last. So I want you to please stop this praying, because I want you to know that I connected with God energies, power in Oregon. I do it all the time, but in Oregon, oh my God, other than the fact that I got sent to the hills, which I've talked about before, to heal the whole city and all the land. It's not me. It comes through me. And God, powerful energy, along with Jesus and Archangel Michael. And, you know, they would give me explicit instructions of how everything was going to happen. And it always happened exactly as they told me. So, anyways, one thing is I'm a California girl. I love the sun. And I knew when they sent me to Oregon that I really did not want to go because it rains. It's a dark, dreary place. It's a beautiful, dark, dreary place. And it's a place that has so much negative energy. It's almost beyond healing. It's that bad. Thank the Lord they sent me back. But in any case, when I was looking for an apartment, I would just say, you know, I'm out looking for a place in 2 hours, and the rain would stop. Now, I have the power to do that. You have the power to do all of these things too. You just want everyone else to do it for you. You have gotten used to relying on God to do everything for you, and He doesn't do this for you. You can do this for yourself. You can heal yourself. You can stop all the nonsense about what they post on television about aging and illness. And oh my God, all the new diseases that are coming out. And flu shots. Oh my God, don't do those. If you really sat back and listened to it for a while, you would see it's all propaganda. You need to follow your heart and connect yourself with your God power energy and create your own life. So anyway, I would tell, you know, my guides, God energy, connect and say, I'm going out in 2 hours. And as soon as I walk out the door, the rain stops. And I would go look for an apartment all day long. And as soon as I was done, I would say, done, get in my car, and it would pour. And it didn't happen once. It didn't happen twice. It happened every time I went out. And it still happens. My daughter got married in a couple of years ago, actually, maybe 3, in Hawaii, and she sent me a text and said, Mom, can you change the weather because it's raining and I'm getting married outdoors? And I said, sure. So she told me the time, and I sent the healing energy. I sent my Reiki. I said, it will not rain at such and such a time for my daughter's wedding. And I almost cried because just before her wedding, she sent me a picture of the sky and the sun came out and it stopped raining. Yes, you carry magic. I carry a lot of magic, but my magic works because I believe it and I connect with it and I do it. And I also want you to know the powers that you have, because I have the power that means you have it too. I was on a plane ride from from San Diego to Oregon on Christmas Day. It was December 25th, 2014. And it's about a 2.5 hour flight. And an hour into the flight, the stewardess came on and must have said over and over again how there was a huge storm in Oregon, the wind was blowing, major turbulence, hold on to your seat, be ready for the worst, blah, 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 blah. And I hate flying. I hate turbulence. So I sat on the plane and I said, I'm going to connect with my God power energy. And I am Angel Maxine. I'm not human, I'm spirit. But while I'm in my human body, I do not like turbulence. I have the power to change the weather. You have 60 minutes to change this weather. So when I land with no turbulence. And I trusted it, I believed it, and would you know, if I could have videotaped this whole trip, I would have done it. But in any case, right when we got to the Oregon area, I looked outside the plane, it was dark, the wind was blowing, the rain was pouring, but the plane did not move, not even an inch. In fact, there was less movement on that plane during that storm than there was flying to that area without a storm. And we landed and I cried. It was just amazing. So that happened twice. That was the first time. And the second time I said, I will never worry about anything because we are powerful people. We can do whatever we want. We can manifest. But you have to release all your negative programming. When you catch yourself doing it, stop. Now, change your thought. Just don't put energy into it. The energy at this particular time is very intense, and there's a lot of past stuff coming up through us that is, creating depression and stuff, but you have to stand strong. I was feeling it too. And what got me out of it? Deciding to do this video, because this is my life's mission. My life's mission is to open your eyes and to heal the world. And the world, the only way I can do this at this particular time in my life is through Facebook. And, having friends all over the world is very helpful for me. And it's helpful for you. We do this for you. I don't worry about it because I know that money comes from God. He's the channel of the money, and your work is just another way to get it. But you don't have to work to get money. You've only been brainwashed to believe that. This world can be a paradise. But I need all of you to join in. And I know I can't get every single solitary person, but if all of you that watch this video change who you are, then you automatically uplift everybody else. You don't even have to say that much to people. But when people say things that is not true, then don't fall into it and don't go with it. Speak your truth. Educate people. Have them think a different way. People say that, oh, you're so different. You're so different. And like there's something wrong with me. And you know what I say to that? I say, I'm not different. I'm just not you. There are people who walk this planet who think everybody has to be like them or everyone thinks like them. You need to realize that we all are individuals. We all are strong. We all have a goal and a gift and a passion. And that's what you need to find. You need to stop all the negative thinking about aging, about illness, about everything, and not always listen to a doctor. If I were you, I would go out and find alternative healing. Other than Reiki, I'm seeing a medical intuitive. He's a healer. He is healing me. The medical medium right here on Facebook. He will heal you with his fruits and vegetables. He wrote a book on every single solitary problem every single person has and how to cure it. Doctors do not cure you. And it makes me ill that so many of you suffer through cancer when you don't even have to. There is a cure for cancer. And do you know, I know a doctor, and they told me they will not put that in the medical field because they're afraid they're going to lose their job and their money. Come on, people. Pay attention to yourself, your heart, your thoughts, your intuition, and stop listening to everybody else. Everything I tell you, you can test it on your own. You can find out for yourself what I tell you is true. So it starts from early programming. I want you to look at the children. The children who've come into this planet are not like you. They've come here with memory that you did not come with. They are enlightened beings here to uplift the planet. They're all about love, joy, peace, and happiness. You can see these babies, how they do things that babies aren't supposed to do because that's what doctors tell you. I had a client last week who was so stressed out because she wants to have a baby, and her doctor said, oh, she has a bad thyroid. Thyroids have nothing to do with that. Want her to take fertility medicine. Do you know how much money is involved in fertility drugs? I wrote an article on ezine.com. If you want to have a child and you can't, read that article. Because in truth, you created this life. I want you to sit down and I want you to visualize this picture. You are not a human being. You are only in your body temporarily. You have been in other bodies before. When you leave your body, your spirit, which you are actually right now, your spirit inside of this body. It's like a car. Your soul is your engine. That's how I say it. And you know every single thing that you've done and everything you need to change about yourself. Everything that you need to learn, you set up in your human form on planet Earth. So, if you're in an accident, if someone in your family was shot, murdered, and killed, somebody lost a limb, somebody died, that was your choice. You chose it because it doesn't mean anything in reality. So, if you want to heal from any of these issues, you practice peace, love, and harmony, and you can eliminate your karma. You practice forgiveness and release all anger of where you are, because anger and hatred keeps you ill. I saw a man, over 30 years ago in a wheelchair that never did better in his life because he was so full of anger and hate. You cannot heal your body that way. You need to send love and peace to your body. And if you are in pain, and if you have issues you want to get past, you create your future with your words. So instead of saying, I'm in pain, I always have this problem, that problem, don't say those things. You create your future, so put out in your future with your words. I am healthy. I'm always healthy. I am healed. I am loved. I am abundant. Whatever you want, whether you have it or not, this is how you create it. And then you know that things will happen in the time frame that it's supposed to happen. and you stay positive. We're here to learn our lessons and raise our vibration. Jesus is not some powerful being. He is as powerful as you are, or you are as powerful as him. And when he died at the cross, trust me, he did not die for your sins. Oh my God, that just makes me want to vomit. He was murdered, okay? And the reason why he resurrected or came back is to show you that your life isn't real and there is no death. But that was not taken in that format. Oh, it was another way to control you. So please don't do this to yourself, and don't do this for us, because once you all change, collectively, we'll be in paradise like that. It's not going to take weeks or months, but with all of you lollygagging around and living in your misery, it is taking that long. You know, this is why I do this, because we're all in this together. We are one. I am you, you are me. I am powerful, you are powerful. Own up to your power and use it. The problem is in way back when, a lot of this power was used on a negative way. And everybody who knows everything and receives information about technology and new things that will help us out comes from outside this planet. It doesn't come from you. Now, I was in a hospital also, and I saw an angel behind a patient helping them heal. You couldn't see it because not everybody sees what I see. The doctors don't see it. The nurses don't see it. But I see it. And I'm telling you about it. And so you know everything I tell you is for your own good. Is for your healing. It's for your heart. And that's what it is. It doesn't matter who likes you or who doesn't like you. If half the people unfriend me because of what I said about God, so be it. And religion, you know why people don't change? Because of fear. Fear keeps you locked in to misery. Now ask yourself how many of you go to church and how many of you live a blessed life. How many of you are happy and free and love yourselves unconditionally? None of you do. Think about it. You know, I used to argue with my ex-husband, who was a very stout Christian. I never went to church. I never read a Bible. I already knew that I don't need to have a relationship with anyone in some church. And I don't need to listen to all of the lies that are told, because I picked that up when I was 7 years old. When I was a teenager, I had a whole bunch of people come up to me and put the cross in my face and tell me that I killed Jesus Christ because I was born this lifetime into a Jewish family. Whoa, I killed Jesus. Yeah, that's what I did. I mean, it's disgusting. Do you know, from me being who I am, I have been through the ringer. And I was bullied all through school. 3 or 4 years I was bullied. And just because I'm who I am and nobody likes it. Do you know, like, do you think that I'm going to sit here and worry about what all of you think about me? Because if you judge me, you're judging yourself. You need to release fear by finding things that you love and only saying those things. How much you love the earth, how much you love yourself, how much you love your guides, how protected you are, how grateful you are, how powerful you are. Create your magic. Manifest stuff for yourself. Show yourself that I'm telling you the truth. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss the laws, and they all tie this in. I've discussed a whole bunch of laws, and you know why I'm doing this? Because I know most of you don't take the time to do it. You all would prefer to be miserable. You all have learned to live in pain and drama, that when good things happen in your life, you don't even know what to do with it. So, if you want peace and harmony into your life, you must become peaceful and harmonious. Okay, so number 16 is the law of reflection. The traits you respond to in others, you recognize in yourself, both positive and negative. It has 4 primary manifestations. 1, that which you admire in others, you recognize that which exists in yourself. So those of you who admire me, admire yourself. This is you, because I am me, and I am you, and you are me. Number 2, that which you resist in others and react strongly to in others is surely to be found within yourself. You see, other people who challenge you, something's going on with the video, it's like, I don't know what it's doing, but anyway, people who challenge you are people showing you the side of yourself that you're not aware of. So instead of getting angry, look at other people and say, thank you for coming into my life and showing me what I don't know about myself and what you need to change so it goes away. Simple. Simple. Everything's simple. You just make it difficult. Number 3, that is what you react in others. You are afraid that it exists inside of you. Number 4, that which you resist in others, you will dislike in yourself. We are here to release fear and open to unconditional love. We are here to learn only about love and release all this false evidence that you have fallen into. Number 17 is the law of unconditional love. Expression of unconditional love will express itself as harmony. Unconditional love is not romantic love. You know, it's another way we've been brainwashed about the white picket fence and the romantic person, live happily ever after. No, the love you're searching for is yourself. You are the person that you need to love more than anyone in the world to attract the most beautiful love to yourself. Otherwise, you're going to continue to attract karmic, challenging relationships. It is the acceptance of others as they are without judgment and expectations. It is the total acceptance without the need to change them. The law of unconditional love says, if you go out of your way to express unconditional love, you automatically rise above fear and you transcend your fears. You automatically open to the expression of unconditional love. So you see, releasing fear will help you to reclaim your life in so many ways that you don't even see. If you are in a relationship, it's not about expectations. And when you don't get what you expect, I mean, everybody says negative things. And when you put those negative words out into the world, that's what you get back. Every single thing that happens to you, you created. You are responsible for it. There's also group karma, by the way. So just to give you an idea, when a plane crashes, that's group karma. That's what it is. You all have the same karma in a group, so you get together on that plane and you all leave the planet at the same time. Accidents, car accidents, lots of people, bus accidents, train accidents, death like that. Group karma. Number 18 is the law of magnetic affinity. And this goes with what I've been telling you astrologically. So many of you don't understand astrology. And from my ex-husband, Christian ex-husband, I was told astrology is evil and it's from Satan. God, why do you think they told you this? Because it's a pure lie. We are geared by astrology. Our planet is controlled almost by astrology, by the planets. And your life is astrology. By astrologically choosing the time and place of your birth, you determine the nature of the effects you will experience. Excuse me, something popped up on my screen. That you will experience in your life. You see, God didn't do it, so He doesn't punish you. Wake up. On the other side, before you came here, before you were born, you made the decisions of the lifetime you would be entering into. You did it. You chose your parents. You chose other souls that would interact with you and the astrological configurations of your birth, which determine your character, your personality, your abilities, your restrictions, time restraints, and weaknesses. You know, what you need to do is know who you are, and that's the best way to do it, is through astrology. You need to know the time of your birth. You need to know your birthday, time, and place of birth. And find yourself a great astrologer. Use your intuition, because they're not all that good. And have your natal chart done. If all of this seems too complicated to be real, I want you to be aware that you're only using 5 to 10% of your brain. A brain-mind researcher says the brain-mind has 200,000 time capacity of the greatest computer ever built. Number 19 is the law of abundance. You see, it's a law. Astrology is a law. That means it's not going away, whether you want to believe it or not. You see, none of these laws are going away. That's why I've said over and over again, learn them. Listen to them. Listen to my past videos. Because you need to know and make them your life. The law of abundance. You have within yourself everything required to make you, your earthly incarnation, a paradise. If you choose to accept that which is your natural birthright. It's your natural birthright to be abundant. Why don't you know this? Because the evil, the people who control the world, the cabal, whoever, and a lot of the religious teachings have kept you from this. They don't want you to know this information. They don't want you to be happy. They want you to depend on them so they can have more and more and more of your money. You know, God created this earth. He didn't tell you had to pay to live here. Do you know when earth was first created, it was a paradise? You know that buildings that were built had crystals on the outside of the building that regulated heat and air for cool. They didn't have gas and electric companies. That's a phony crap. Cable TV is phony. All of this stuff is phony. Ugh. Let's see. We live in a universe of abundance, although most of you view it as a universe of scarcity. And why do you view it that way? Because they've brainwashed you to believe it in such a way that, oh, we're having a drought, or oh, we don't have enough water, oh, we don't have enough electricity, oh, we have too many people on the planet. BS, BS, BS. Please. Erase that stuff. A lot of you are waking up to some of these things. You need to wake up to everything. You can start and change your life right now by changing your negative thought. And when it comes, because it will, because it's your ego trying to get you to not listen to your inner self, or really your higher self. Who knows everything about you is your higher self. We are not scarce. We have enough of everything that we need and always have and always will. Actually, collective consciousness creates your storms, your weather problems, your negative energy, the evil that comes here. You do it. You need to be responsible for this. I want you to know that the economy went down to wake you people up, because before the economy went down, everybody was money oriented. Money oriented is it. I have this job that I hate, but I make good money. I'm going to study to be a doctor, but I don't really want to be a doctor, but I can make good money. Everything's geared money, house, keeping up with the Joneses, having a fancy car, having a trip, an airplane. All these movie people disgust me with all their money that they make, and they don't do anything positive. Some of them do, but oh my God, what do you read in the news about how they own 15 cars? Really? Do you need 15 cars? Do you need 5 mansions? I mean, if they don't awaken, they will come back to an earth and continue their karmic destiny like all of you will. I mean, you have a choice to ascend this planet into heaven. You're all going to ascend eventually. Don't you want to do it now? Aren't you tired of punching a clock? Aren't you tired of worrying about your bills? Aren't you tired of not having food? Shoot, aren't you even tired of eating poison food and taking poison drugs? Aren't you tired of all of this? Come on. You can change it with this. You don't need to do anything else. The last law I'm going to talk about today is the law of divine order. If you seek to understand this law, study the natural balance, as it works the same way. Everything is as it should be. Although mankind is far from experiencing its potential of divine harmony, there are no accidents. Your energy translated into thoughts, words, motions, and deeds causes your experiences. I'm going to stop here for a minute because I remember years and years ago, there was a family in Santa Ana, California. And Santa Ana supposedly is like not a good area to live in. Anyway, it's not a good area if that's what you believe it is. I mean, whatever you believe is what you create. So besides that, they were so fearful that their daughter was going to get kidnapped that they worried about it and talked about it so much that they stuck it out into the universe, and then they created it. And the funny thing is, as I think it's funny, that they didn't create it in Santa Ana. No, this is what they did. They packed up their family. They moved to Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Now, Lake Tahoe is a small mountain resort area where you can gamble. It's on the border of California and Nevada. And it's a beautiful mountain community. And do you know, after a week they moved to this place, their daughter was kidnapped. So you see, their daughter didn't get kidnapped in Santa Ana, the really bad place. She got kidnapped in a small town community. And is it because the small town is bad? No. Is it because Santa Ana was bad? No. It's only bad because that's what you think. And then you read statistics and you read all this negative garbage. Anything that keeps you in fear. Fear, fear, fear. Anyway, this creates and causes all your experiences. This assures you always have the learning opportunities you require to resolve your karma. As we, the collective thoughts, view deeds and desires of mankind, we create the environments of us all. If enough souls focus their energy upon peace, we will have peace. If the majority of souls are filled with anger, we will experience war. Now, all our wars were money-oriented, phony BS. But they got you all involved. They got you all like, oh yeah, America, let's join together. We're the biggest, the best, the strongest country. BS. Do you see? It was a ploy. It's all a ploy. Look at the past. Look at how they've tricked you. Look at it now. Do this now. And let's change our life and our future and our world right now. We are all one, like the many sub-personalities within you. The dominant traits of mankind will emerge to resolve our group karma. If one is preaching fear in one state, while another is practicing love and peace, hopefully one will cancel out the other. We can't attain harmony. Maybe we can balance disharmony. And that's what we need to do. We must not give up. Fear is the problem. Love is the answer. I would really appreciate all of those who listen to this and have been listening to this, if you could leave me your comments that, either you want to disown me or you want to change your life, because this is the only way to do it. You can do it to yourself, for yourself, and collectively we can do it for the world. And, time is not real. You could be here 2 minutes in human form life. You could be here 100 years. But when you leave your body and you look at your life here, you have been here. I'm sorry, I have someone at the door. Yeah, do I need to sign for that, or can I just take it? Sorry, I had something important I had to get at the door. I kind of forgot my thought there. But listen to this how many times you need to listen to it. Anyway, I'm going to read the poem that my God power energy asked me to tell you today. And it's amazing because it goes along with my my talk. Just like the last 5 universal laws, they all go with it, but those really hit home. The title is You Create Your Own Strife. And I did not find this poem. I closed my eyes, I opened up, and this is what came. With so many emotions in our life, you finally realize you are the cause of your strife. Your thoughts can lead you astray, down a road to prey, help you to take responsibility for yourself, not to point fingers at anyone else. What if I told you it's you who created all disharmony too? Whether you want to believe it or not, our collective consciousness created our pains, creates stormy weather over and over again. Wars and killing are part of this game. Started billions of years ago from pure boredom, you see. Now it's up to all of you to believe. Together we can change this world again. Back to peace and harmony by being positive every day. loving yourself and everyone else in all ways, listening to music, forgiving all, visualizing beauty and love so we can all rise above, bring heaven to earth by mostly being, breathing, and feeling the love. What more can I say? Let's see. Asha, don't tell yourself that you're trying. Just your life is changed. You only need to change your thoughts. Don't say anything negative to yourself. Take out all the things that other people say to you and release it. Send them peace and love. That's all you need to do. And then say over and over again until you raise your vibration, until you feel it. I am happy. I am happy. I am loved. I am okay who I am. I chose this life. I am love. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. If you have to say it for 20 million times, say it until you raise your vibration, until you feel it and you make that connection. That's what you need to do. That's what you all need to do to change anything. It's only difficult because you think it's difficult. Trying is not achieving. So trying is not a positive word if you want to know my opinion. Because trying means you might and you might not. No, you will. I am happy. I am healed. I am love. It's not I'm not this, I'm not that. It's I am everything. And then, every morning I'll take a shower and ground yourself. You all need to ground yourself. I should make a grounding video, but this is what you do. You stand in the shower and you visualize roots like a tree coming out of your feet, going down to the center of the earth and grounding yourself to the Mother Earth, because we are all one with Earth. Earth is you and Earth is me, and Earth needs love too, and Earth heals you too. Earth is our pharmaceutical store. The only medicine you really need is what grows out of the earth, not what's been made in a lab. Anyway, so you ground yourself and then you tell yourself, I'm releasing all old thought processes down the drain. All negative thoughts, releasing and wash it down the drain. As long as you have to. Take a hose, visualize a hose in your brain. Just, I'm washing away all negative thoughts. And then, you could actually see like thick tar in there, like stuck in there. Just wash it. Do whatever you need to do. You do all of these things spiritually. You can blow them up with bombs. But you put that outside your aura, not inside your brain. You can get a hose and hose everything out. You can put everything out outside your aura and just say, how many firecrackers do I need to release this thought process? If it says 5,000, you don't have to count 5,000. Just go. I'm going to blow up 5,000 negative thought problems or processes or whatever. And just boom, 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 boom. You can do it this way too. There's so many things you can do. Just use your imagination and trust that it's correct. Ask your guidance. Ask your higher self. Your higher self sees and knows everything. You heal yourself by your own thoughts, not by begging God to heal you. The reason why when we all ask for prayer, it's the positive energy that does it. It's not God saying, okay, I'm going to let him live. Oh, I'm not going to let him live. No. You chose the time you're going to leave and how you're going to leave and when you're going to leave. Anyway, I got sidetracked. So now you're in the shower and you're releasing all down the drain, and then you visualize God's white, golden, crystalline light coming into your crown, filling you up with that God energy, that white crystalline light, and filled with love. And you're filling your whole body with love. And if you have pain or issues, you call on Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, and visualize emerald green energy going into your body and asking him to bring you healing. And then you send love to the whole world. I do this every day. Every day I send love to all of you. In fact, I sent Reiki to everyone who's watching, to everyone on Facebook, people I'm not even talking to, and I also put it in this video. So all of you are automatically getting my Reiki energy. And all I need is intention. That's all you need, is the intention to activate it. Now, of course, I have other things powerful that activate it through my Reiki training, but you can still do it. You can still do so many things because your mind is that powerful. So, if anything, what is it? To summarize, you're only positive. You release all negativity, all fear-based thought processes, whether it came from religion, your parents, your friends, your school, your job. I don't care where it came from. Get it out. And only focus on being peaceful and harmonious. And saying affirmations other than being grateful. I am healed. I am love. I am peace. I am harmony. I am beautiful. I am young. You are what you think you are. I mean, which it drives me nuts, but all the creams that come out for, age creams. It's another way of making money. You don't need cream for your face. You need your thought. That's all you need. You can do anything with your thoughts. You need to own your power and do it for the good of the universe. I changed the weather in Oregon for the good of all. And who wants to live in darkness every single day of their life? And they're so brainwashed in Portland that, it rains 7 damn days a week. Ugh, disgusting. Sometimes the sun would come out. So I said, rain is not something that uplifts people every day. And we need to uplift the state. So there's only allowed to have 2 days of rain straight, and that's it. And then we're going to have 3 days of sun. And the 2 years I was there, that's exactly what happened. So I changed the weather in Portland. And now it's back to the way it used to be. Because even though I changed the weather there, I hate to tell you that most of the people in Portland were miserable. They were miserable because the sun was out. And it's not because of the sun. It's because of fear. Because they're so brainwashed to think that it has to rain 7 days a week or they're going to be in drought. There was a man in a gas station screaming that they were in a drastic drought because it didn't rain for 2 days. See, you've all been brainwashed. You all need to unbrainwash yourselves. You all need to focus. If you want to release your current karma that's coming, live in peace and harmony with wisdom, study the laws, listen to my video, listen to them on YouTube, Say positive things, only positive things, forever and a day that can come forward in your mouth. Visualize the beauty of this planet. Visualize what you want to create. Visualize how you want to look. Visualize everything and feel it in your heart that this is what's going to happen. And this is how it is. And when you go to the doctor, if that's what you still choose to do, just because he says something to you, feel it. Ask your higher self if this is true. You know, it works. Your higher self knows your body better than anybody does. So, actually, it's been an hour, and I've said a lot, and I'm sending you all peace and love and more Reiki energy, and also to remind you that you can get Reiki from me on your personal basis at www.reikibymaxine.com. I can do long distance Reiki or emotional healing coach if you need help with relationships or releasing. You set up an appointment. I take money in advance through PayPal on my site. You can get a 1-hour emotional healing life coaching session, or you can get a 30-minute life coaching session and a 30-minute Reiki session. I have articles I've written at www.ezine.com, and there's a lot of people there, so find the author search bar and put in my name, Maxine Whitfield, and you will find my articles. I was woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning back in 2009 when I wrote Life is a Mere Reflection of You. So my articles are channeled. I do automatic writing, which means a word comes to my head and I get a pen and a paper, I write the one word and everything else just comes out. My poetry, my messages. I could probably do psychic readings that way, I just choose not to. I believe that you have your own answers. You can find out for yourself. Psychics are a way to get you to see that there's other things out there than what you've been brainwashed to believe. And so I look forward to another live video. I hope if you found this important, which I pray to God that you did, that you will share this and you will take my message to heart. And together we can be happy, abundant, free of all of the problems that are on this planet at this particular time. God bless. Have a pleasant day. Bye.